Moonblast, which just fucking clears a lot of things out of the water, if you pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Although to credit to those starters generally, like they all had great coverage. You know, they had like really good typings anyway. Like Grass Ghost is low key good typing, but it can be gotten to if you have you need to have stats to back it up. You know.
Have any other Grass Ghosts where their Trevenant is the only other one that's kind of coming to mind?
And Gorgeist which is counterpart in the other game.
Yes. Christ,
but I think
kind of burnt through
because of the stats.
Yep.
Here's another broken Pokemon, by the way. Shrimputty.
This is definitely the first time I've seen that thing.
Yes, it is. This is a water fire type.
A water what? Water fire?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, I thought you'd be intrigued. It basically just has 2 good stats, and that's it. But those 2 stats happen to be special attack and speed.
Very good. That is the type that I think should be done again. It was only done with Volcanion, which again, since it's a mythical, it's a trophy and it doesn't really get used.
Yes.
So, what would like a good like that would be water on fire, like steam would be could be you could do a lot with that.
I felt there was a wasted opportunity in Sword and Shield to do a steam-based Pokemon. You know, to actually go full steampunk with something. Like I would have loved to see like Klang be steampunk. Like that was a wasted opportunity.
I had thought that there would be Klang would get a Galar form and they'd go really steampunk with that, or Bronzor.
Bronzor would have been interesting, yeah, because I think like you could have gone like a more attacking layout with him. You know. As in to say, well, you know it as a defensive tank, but now have you seen it like this? And then crucially, like you could have done the thing where it learns Rain Dance regardless to help its fire type weakness. Like if it's a water type or water fire, indeed, that Rain Dance becomes far more intriguing, you know. But yeah.
Yep. Well, I suppose they did a little bit of that with Galarian Weezing.
They did. They kind of touched on it, I think. But again, I feel like they didn't want to go full ham into the Englishness of it, where they could have gone like committed 100% to it. They did like just have a little instead, which is I suppose better in a way.
Have you finished Crown Tundra yet?
Yeah, I finished a whole lot now. Well, except for like one of the little any kind of straggly bits that are there, but like the bulk of it is finished. So yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it as a whole? Like now that it's done.
Definitely a better DLC than the first one. It's a lot more packed in. It definitely feels like a season finale type deal, where like especially where like you had the extra little like tournament at the end, the mixed battle, let's say. Like I like that. And like I said, it only was there to kind of like just punctuate like this is the end of the season. We'll be back with season 2, you know, type of deal.
Do you still think there's a season 2?
I think so. The way they kind of finished things off in that I thought was a bit suspect, where they were going like, I think it was just a throwaway line in it, where saying like, oh, and I'm going to try and find, I kind of interpreted it as if like, I'm going to try and find more trainers for us to take part in. So that's like an excuse to do like a PWT type DLC.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. But and here's the thing with that though, that gives you an excuse then to like introduce the Pokemon you've missed, also new forms. You can do want to do a Galar form or something, or a Gmax of something. That's your excuse to do it. Like, let's just say, for example, right, just like I'm purely spitballing here now, right? But let's say you brought in gym leaders or champions of like lands past. Yeah. So what you could do with that is, again, this is purely speculative. If you wanted to bring back the gimmicks of the previous games, like your Megas and Z moves, that's your reason for it. Because you could say, well, I'm going to go up against everyone from Kalos, and those guys in Kalos have all their Mega Evolutions. So you can kind of like fight around with them, learn about the Megas that way, and then pick and choose what you want. You can obviously beat them with your Dynamax forms if you really wanted to, you know? So that's a possibility. You could certainly go, and likewise with the Z moves and so forth like that. And then for all the other gens that maybe didn't have a gimmick attached to them, that's a good excuse then to perhaps, let's just say, just for instance, give them a new G-Max move, or a Mega Evolution, or a Galar form. So there's ways and means around it.
I do still think that they should have given, especially with the Crown Tundra coming out, like in the Isle of Armor, they had given here's the Kanto starters and new forms to them. They absolutely missed the mark in giving here's the Johto starters and new forms for them, or here's another gen's worth. By the way, it's paused on Google Rug, just learned to dive.
I know. I think I went for another piss break.
Okay, grand. We're back.
Yeah,
and we're back. No, I would have said here's another one of the starters, and here's another touch up to them.
Yeah, I certainly think at this point, like, you need to start remembering that other starters are available. Like
that's Game Freak's problem. Yeah, that has been Game Freak's problem for a long time now.
But is that Game Freak, or is that down to the marketing? Is that down to like the Pokemon company saying push these guys? They're selling more fucking plush dolls.
I don't know, but like, you take a look. Gen 4, they pushed new evolutions for a load of the Gen 1 guys. Gen 5, they reinvented a load of them. Gen 6, Mega Evolutions heavily leaning on Gen 1 guys. Gen 7 had Alolan forms. A diver. Gen 7 had Alolan forms only for the Gen 1 guys. And Gen 8, here's custom forms for the Gen 1 starters.
Indeed. By the way, here's a new Pokemon. This is Sea Serpent.
Yeah, this is basically Gorbis.
Manner of speaking, it's a fire type.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
Basically, it's like one of those sea snakes that's like right down the middle, like coming from like the seabed, like from the core of the earth practically. That's the whole gimmick.
I like it.
I think it's fire electric. I'm not sure.
I like it.
I don't think I don't catch it anyway, but I think you can get it on the water somewhere.
So you decide to send out a grass type against it.
Well, you see, I have dig. That's why. And by the way, that's after like that's a second overheat, by the way, and it still can't take a hit. That's how shit that ability is.
Christ.
Yeah.
That is bad.
So we just send Old Faithful out. Yep.
Oh,
that's what it is. It's Fire Dragon. I remember now. It's not Fire Electric at all.
Yeah, you can definitely see that. So would you think we're going to get Season 2, or would you think it's going to be Diamond and Pearl remake, or
I get rid of the whole remake culture now at this point. I don't think there's any need for it. Like, you have enough to go there with to say that the DLCs are working well. People just want more of the same. And even for people like us who are just happy to dip in and out of the game, you're giving them enough to play for maybe 12 to 15, 17 hours. There's a bit of replayability if you want to build people up and catch stuff, and that's it then. People are happy with that. Like, that's the way I would interpret it, and I think that's the way they should go from now on. Oh, by the way.
Oh, at long last.
Indeed.
At long feckin' last.
The black sheep has returned.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. Nice design.
There we go.
Nice design.
Yep.
And what I like about it as well is that the character design is like just ever so similar to Ampharos.
Yeah.
Like
Right. Now, does it get a mega form?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just whenever you had said that, I had wondered, is there going to be, in the same way Ampharos has mega?
Yes, and as I recall, Mega Barriette is quite broken as well.
Okay.
Because its ability, right? So they went for a bit of a don't know. I think I kind of count it as like a bit of a vampire motif, but not really, because obviously there's already a vampire Pokemon. But they went kind of with the full kind of like werewolf gimmick with it. So its ability when Mega Evolve is Bloodlust.
Okay, I'm guessing that's a heavier Moxie.
No, it's the one where like if you're using a draining move or a biting move, you gain health from that.
Oh, okay. Is that an ability in real games?
It should be. You think so? But it's in this game because of the you remember the vampire Pokemon Villa card?
Yeah.
That's its ability. And yeah, so let's say if you use Leech Life or Crunch or whatever it is, you'll gain some health from that. But I don't know if it's different or maybe I'm just misinterpreting the ability. But like if you had like say Drain Punch, this shouldn't be there. I should have caught it. Anyway,
if you didn't.
Yeah, should have. Yeah. Anyway,
and you're on.
Notwithstanding, we had our fire type anyway, so I suppose like, that's why I said no to it. But,
makes sense.
So when you have Drain Punch on Barriette and coupled with the Bloodlust, you're basically healing yourself twice in one move.
I like.
Yes, Revolver.
Wow.
Watch this.
Jesus.
Okay, granted, there is a 12 level gap there, but that's a straight flamethrower to like an Ampharos.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to catch it because...
Again, I do realize now that is a total mistake. I should have caught it. I really should have.
Like,
but
your ground having two grass types on this.
Yeah. But also look at what, like, how weak it is there. From like, it can't take a hit. So if it's outsped, it's fucked.
True.
So, but yeah, so Mega Barrier definitely has its advantages. Like it's probably the reason why you'd have it in the team, because then you could switch to the Mega and go like, right, I can just now keep tanking hits because I've got it disactivated.
Yeah.
You know. But to be fair, it's actually quite good on its own because of the stats. Stats really do like save it in that sense. So you could run. So I think I run a vanilla for the most part in this, and it works out fine, really, because it has the moves to get away with it. And they have it. See, this is a bollocks. Giving us energy bollocks. Like, what? No, I've had Leaf Blade since level 30. What are you on about? Why are you throwing fucking like a special move to me now for no reason?
Yeah. And you are only a physical type. You're not in any way built for special moves.
No, I think like it was initially like it was kind of like a mix when it was Orchings, but the more you use Metal Links, the more physical it gets. So yeah, it's a bit of a redundant choice.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same thing as like Quatlets, where like it started off like as a mix, but as it turned more into the final form, it became more special.
Yeah.
This is the Water Fairy. Which, to be fair, if we didn't have Blue-Rog, would have been a decent choice just for the pairing, for the typing. Yeah, do I think I'll try and catch one, do I? Oh, well, that's my attempt.
You haven't tried yet.
I tried too hard. Never mind. Proceeding the game. So this is now us emerging on the other side of Route 14, where we can now move on to the next part of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but look, pirates. We've been called filthy landlubbers.
Oh, I thought we only had the one fight.
Oh, if only. We're being like accosted by two people floating on whalers. I don't know how to feel about this. Like I'm just saying, like, you know, it's kind of hard to take these pirates seriously when they're both like standing on like happy little whales. Just hello.
Like if it's any villain team, you can't take them seriously.
Well, that's it. Like, just like, hey, you're masquerading yourselves here. Like, it's really cute that you dress up for this occasion, but still, like, come on.
They're giving it socks.
Yeah, it's commitment to the gimmick. That's what it is. So like Drain Life is literally just like a souped up Leech Life in this game.
Yeah.
Just to be clear. I think it's Dark type as well, so. Oof. Look at little fella doing some super power.
I want to see that Swabbones evolved form.
It's quite good actually. I think you'll see it in this battle.
Okay.
I'm not mistaken. Because again, this is a climatic pirate battle where we're being attacked by pirates. Definitely not two cosplayers who escaped from the convention hall. Trust me on that. Oh, there's Drain Life.
Oh. Trying to think, did Blue Balrog have... you don't have the TM for Protect, do you?
I don't.
That probably would have... Right. That probably would have been... If and when I run Ampharos and it's... Like, seeing as there's the amount of double battles in this...
Yeah.
Having Discharge and Protect is a good shout.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
This boyo again? Yep.
This absolute fucker. Again, it's another one of those Pokemon that they didn't mean to be that tough. It just ended up that way. They just gave it too much bulk.
Or you just ended up 10 levels too low.
That has a lot to do with it, in fairness. But even look at the HP it has. There's tons there. Oh, there's no trash. Might still like this. Yes, there we go. Happy days.
Yeah.
Ooh, that should take down for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pity. That's a pity.
But what move was that again? Sorry.
Superpower.
Superpower, yeah. Always such a risky thing to do because it leaves you so weakened.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nice. Love when that happens.
Have you?
There we go. So much bulk.
Right.
Why did you get that so much HP?
And you never thought to get one for yourself.
But by the time I have like Blue Rock has decent bulk as well, just in different places.
Yeah.
You know, so it's they kind of work out the same way. You'd have one or the other.
Yeah. And here we get to see our best boy.
Now, so there's your evolved form of
It's Marowak.
Yeah, total Marowak.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fight type really comes in handy here.
Yep. Oh. We definitely want to keep this boyo.
To be fair, like it's after taking a super effective hit, like 10 levels up. That's not for nothing.
From a first form mon.
I thought
like
it
unevolved.
Scalarog from the
evolved.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, see that changes the conversation. Now that's me making a mistake.
Yeah.
But I think it's me kind of presuming I'm going to die anyway, so...
Yeah, so I might as well Mega Evolve.
Yeah. Nice. So we're down to our last two. This should go well.
In fairness, it's the most broken 2.
Oh yeah, in fairness.
Well, it's most broken 1 and Metalix.
So this should hopefully take out one of the 2.
Yeah.
Delightful.
There we go.
I really like Scalarog's design, by the way. It's perfect as a pirate Pokemon. It just hits all the buttons.
Yeah, and it would kind of remind me of a Mineshoe, like as a what I'm assuming is late game, given that everything's in the 50s.
Yeah, I suppose so. Like it definitely threw you the gimmick the signature Pokemon late. That's definitely the case. We're thinking like again, they're trying to throw in to kind of like to sway you, as just to say, oh, I might like that. I don't know if I will. It's worth a try. Yeah. Remember, we are now their Hokage. We've now got them on our side.
So stupid.
It is kind of lame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's
fucking ninjas.
Like you've already got the nuclear stuff. You didn't have to throw in other shit now on top of that.
Really didn't have to throw this in.